What is up, guys? Sarcasm here, and today I have for you guys a 94 kill game along with 5 captures and 11 defense, so pretty good on the objective side of things. And using the class, the MSMC, with 3 attachments, using the silencer, extended mags, as well as the grip. And the perk loadout that I'm using real quick, I know I've went over this in previous videos, so I'm just gonna, speed through it. And basically I'm using Ghost and Hardline as well as Scavenger, and the third perk I believe is Tac Mask in this gameplay, so it's pretty good. And one quick tip that I want to mention before I get into the topic is you want to play the objective in this game, obviously, but you don't want to just hop on flags unnecessarily. You don't want to hop on flags when you're the only person in that area. You don't want to hop on flags solo. You don't want to play the objective solo, and you really need to pick and choose when you are going to play the objective. When you could do it and you could do it properly, it really pays off, and it really could add a lot of points to your streak. But when you're just in an area and you're in the enemy spawn or whatever, and you see that you're right by the enemy flag and you're the only person in that area, do not hop on the flag unless you know it's safe or you think it's going to be worthwhile, unless it's like a last ditch effort where you pretty much need that flag to win or else you have no other chance or whatever. So anyway, guys, this is my first streak that you're watching. This could have been 100 plus, but I did choke a little bit towards the middle, and I cut off a lot of the boring parts. There was a little streak of like 5 deaths in a row where I would get like 1 or 2 kills and then die right after, so I couldn't really get a streak towards the middle of the game, but I do get another one a little later on. You will see that. But anyway, on to what I want to talk about in this video, and that is the skill-based matchmaking. And David Von Haar confirmed on Twitter that skill-based matchmaking is in the game. Now, my thoughts on this basically are that it's completely stupid, and not for the reason that puts you against players of your skill level. I don't have a problem with playing players who are as good as me, or who are similar players to me, but the problem with this skill-based matchmaking system is that it doesn't actually base it on your skill. It bases it on your stats, and you can't really tell how good a person is just based on their stats. Like, yeah, you get a general idea of how decent someone is at a game if they have at Call of Duty, rather, if they have a relatively high score per minute and etc. You get a general idea, but you can't really know for sure if that's a good player or not, or if it's just they just happen to have good stats. And you could dashboard in this game. There's a whole bunch of artificial things that you could do in this game to pretty much inflate your stats and make you seem like a better player than you really are. And on the same note, on the other side of things, some players are actually better, in my opinion, than their stats show. There are some players who just don't care for stats at all. They just try, that sometimes they try new things, and that's why their stats aren't as good as they could possibly be compared to some other people. So stats aren't really a great representation of player skill, in my opinion. And on top of that, the reason that David Von Haar said that they put this skill-based matchmaking system in the game is to, because bad players apparently don't enjoy getting stomped, and while that's the case, I definitely agree. It's not fun when you're just getting completely raffle stomped, but at the same time, that's how we all learn. That's how we all got better at Call of Duty. For example, me in Call of Duty 4, I was a terrible player. I admit it. I was probably one of the worst players on the game at first. And how did I learn? Not from playing players of similar skill level, no. I learned by pretty much getting my shit pushed in by players who were a lot better than me, and I learned a lot quicker that way. I really don't like the mentality that some Call of Duty developers, for example, Infinity Ward and Death Streaks, they tend to think when oh, we're gonna help the bad players and we're gonna, make the game more enjoyable for them. In my opinion, the bad players should go through what we went through as players, who played these older Call of Duties and didn't have these things to fall back on. And to be honest, I really think it helped me learn a lot faster. I think I learned a lot faster by playing against people who were a lot better than me, rather than, when I'm just playing against people who I could stomp all the time. I really do think you learn a lot more that way. So here's my second set of streaks, and I'm pretty much scrambling for a couple of kills at this point. I have like 70-something kills right now, so my dog and Swarm do go absolutely ham in these short 40 seconds or so, and they pick up a bunch of kills, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the final 6 that I needed to get that 100 plus, but I am working on getting some more 100 plus, and good gameplays for you guys and etc. I know I did use this class setup in a previous video, and I'm definitely gonna go for some variety. Don't worry about that. I just wanted to use something that I was comfortable with for this gameplay. But anyway, guys, thought this was a good video and a good gameplay rather. But let me know what you guys think about the skill-based matchmaking, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you think it's a good idea or not. But anyway, guys, there's the game. Unfortunately, I didn't pull off the win, but I did try with that. As you can see, the objective play there with the 5 caps, 11 defense. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you hated the video, be sure to dislike it, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching.